What's up, guys? Um, or you? What's up, Randy? um, so I am officially just past the 48-hour mark. So 2 days are done. I guess this would technically mean that I'm starting my third day. It is Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. And so day 3 is upon me. And it's been a little rough. I feel slightly better. I got a little bit more sleep last night, but it still wasn't good. Like, I was up and tossing and turning and just uncomfortable throughout the entire night. I think probably by like almost 4 o'clock at night, like 3:30, 4 o'clock at night is when I was able to really like get about 2.5 hours of sleep. But yeah, man, the day was just a slug, man. It was just slugging it. Had obviously like some cravings and stuff like that, but was just leaning on God, man. Honestly, just praying a lot helped me get through the day, and just trusting that I'm not alone. There's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. So just knowing that I'm not alone brings me some comfort, and some motivation. But yeah, so I'm here in a parking lot, just kind of chilling out. Got my Bible with me. Just worship music has been very, very, very helpful. But yeah, man, still just kind of hurt from everything. I'm still kind of sore in my heart. I'm just very sensitive right now that every time I pray, I just start breaking down and bawling, man. Like, I just cry. And to be honest, like 48 hours in, I feel like I'm even more sensitive than normal. Like, I don't feel so numbed. And it's only like 2 days in. So 2 days in. So I can just imagine, and like I'm kind of remembering like how it was when I was quitting alcohol, and I was getting emotions and feelings and kind of like just seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and like my body feeling like, hey, like we're eliminating stuff. We are starting to really feel, and yeah, so that memory is kind of like coming back to me, and I feel pretty confident, man. I feel pretty good, because I just want to stick through this, man. I don't want to go back to it anymore. I don't want to be in that bondage anymore, man. I really don't. That wasn't me. That's not what the will of the Father was for me, man. And I'm just telling God I'm sorry for taking so long, but it's His plan, and it's my free will that got me here, but He still got a plan and a purpose, and I know that He can use it for good, and I know that I'll look back and just be like, man, I see why now, why I had to go through that, and just knowing that this is just discipline. That's it, man. Like I said in the other video, like Hebrews 12 has really been my go-to, and it's like, just run that race, and that hurt you're feeling, that sadness that you're feeling, I don't feel alone, but I feel alone, if that makes sense. Like personally speaking, I know I'm alone. Like physically speaking, I'm alone. If I got people I can call and I can talk to, and I've been talking to, and I'm actually about to go see somebody, Shane. I'm about to go see you. But I guess like with my wife, I mean, I'm not, we've kind of just, we still haven't been talking. Um, yesterday we didn't even talk. We just kind of, just like, hey, what's up, and then just like went to bed, and then I went to the living room because I couldn't sleep, and just stayed out in the living room the whole night, and she was just in her room, so we were just distant. So it hurts, because I miss her. I miss her so much, and yeah, this is what I chose, though, right? This is what I wanted to do, right? I wanted to just do it on my own and not tell her the full truth, and kind of just be like, like if she saw him, because she would notice, like, why are you feeling like that? Why can't you sleep and stuff? Probably would have just been like, I don't know, I'm just sick or something. But you know what? The truth is out at least, and I'd rather have that out instead of leaving a foothold for the enemy to kind of like attack, be like, you're still lying, So although it does hurt, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. So I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better than yesterday. So I'm just kind of hoping that tomorrow will just be a better day. And that's just kind of the point, man. It's just get 1% better each and every day. Finding myself like having to just kind of like keep my mind busy and occupied. So worship music in particular, has really been helping me. The only problem with that is that like I get so sensitive and I start crying, and I can't be doing that at work. You know what I mean? It happened where like I heard a song and it touched me so hard, and I was like ready to bawl in front of everybody, and had to like run to the bathroom and gather myself. So can't really be doing that, but yeah, worship music in particular is really, really helping a lot, man. It's helping me just kind of stay focused and locked in, and you got to just kind of find ways of dopamine to just kind of get you distracted and moving, yeah, just watching videos that are just gonna kind of like, just things you like. Just, I've been watching some YouTube videos of like sports documentaries and like video game documentaries and things like that. I've just been watching things like that to just kind of kill time, pass time. Nothing too serious, nothing too like where I gotta like really focus and engage with. It's just something to kind of just keep my mind occupied and just, it's basically, but it's helping me, man. The thing that sucks the most is I noticed that at night, well, I'll see tonight how tonight is, but last night, again, it was like, I was okay throughout the day, but then at night is when I felt the worst of it. I was tossing and turning. I felt hot. I was like sweating, but I was still cold. Sneezing a lot more. Like I've noticed that I've been sneezing like a lot. Almost like, I don't know. Almost like if it's like allergies. I've never really had allergies before. I don't know if it's because like I've always numbed my sinuses or something. I don't know, like my senses from the Kratom. So I guess I just never felt it. I don't know, and now it's just I'm feeling things again. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, tossing and turning, chills, things like that, sweats, and just feeling restless, man. Just like I've been doing a lot of research too. I'm watching a lot of like other people's stories, which is what's kind of motivated me to do this. It was the same concept I used when I was getting off of alcohol. I was watching a lot of videos, getting motivation, tips, inspiration, just kind of seeing like, okay, I'm not the only one. Like, what are they feeling? You know, when were they starting to feel better? You know, things like that. And so I'm kind of doing the same thing with this, and it's really helping. Found a good channel of some dude that, you know, and it's like faith based, man. And he's really, you know, he's really all into Jesus and biblical, and I like that because it's like I could relate to him, you know. And so that was good, man. Praise God for that. And so yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how tonight goes. I'm praying to just stay focused, to just trust the process. You know that His Spirit is fighting my battles. I know He's fighting my battles, and that I don't have to worry too much, but just kind of just do my part, stay focused, you know, and yeah, and then just praying, and praying that that tonight is just a little bit of a better night where I can get a little more hours of sleep, you know. If I can get like at least 4 hours of sleep, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I think that'll come a long way, man. Because I think that's just kind of like what I really, really need right now. It's just a good night's sleep, which I know is not gonna come to like maybe by the weekend. I'll probably get a good night's sleep. But then there'll be hurdles there too, man. So it's a journey, and one that I'm just really having a really positive outlook on it, and one that I'm just ready to commit to and just rededicate my life back to the Lord. You know, I told him yesterday. I begged him, and it was almost like I just gave my life back to him. You know, almost like very similar to the very first time I did. You know, but I hadn't felt like that in such a long time, and it felt so amazing. I felt so empowered. I felt so close to him. I felt him there, like just looking at me. It was like, hey, we're gonna get there. We got this. I got you. I know it sucks. I know it hurts, but I'm here. I felt that, and so yeah, just wanted to do a quick little update. Day 3. Yeah, so check back in with y'all tomorrow. But praise God. Hope you guys. Praise God. Hope you guys are doing great. Love y'all. Love you, Randy. And babe, if you see this, I love you.